This yoga sequence is going to get you focused and centered for the day without waking up anyone who might be sleeping nearby. Feel free to join me in a seated position. Feel your sitting bones grounding into the mat and breathe deep. Relax your shoulders and go inward. Try to name the mood that you woke up in and accept whatever it is that you find as just a neutral fact. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open and come onto your hands and knees for cat-cow. Press your hands into the mat, drop your belly and arch your back on a breath in. As you breathe out, you arch your back and press the tops of your feet into the mat. As you breathe in, you arch your back again, gaze up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, you round the back again, looking at the tip of your nose. Keep going by breathing in and arching your back, rounding your back on a breath out. Come back to tabletop with a neutral spine and inch your left hand to the middle of the mat. Raise the right arm up for a twist and then thread it underneath your left, coming onto your right ear. If you feel that you have the space today, you can reach the left arm to the front of the mat for a deeper stretch. Breathe deeply and calmly into the stomach and feel your shoulders loosening after possibly getting tight after sleep. You can start coming back up to tabletop position and inch your right hand to the middle of the mat, reaching your left hand up for a twist and threading it underneath the right, coming down onto the left shoulder. The tendency here is for the mind to try and start the day without you, so focus it instead on the breath. You can come back up to tabletop and sit back onto your heels, and we're going to do some wrist rolls, just rolling the wrists one way and then the other. Once you feel done with that, you can come back to tabletop and curl your toes under, lift your hips up to the sky, straighten your arms. This is the first downward dog for the day, so we're going to stay here for a little longer. You can pedal out the feet, try and hug the ribs in and up so that you're really stretching your spine out. Don't force the heels to meet the floor. They will get there when they get there. So instead, just try to meet the body where it is right now. Try to feel where it woke up, where it's stuck, and where there's space. Keep your gaze on the tip of your nose and breathe deep. Now you can look up to the front of the mat and start by inching forward with your feet up to standing forward fold. Grab opposite elbow and start rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly until you're completely standing straight up. Start by rolling the shoulders back a couple times and facing the palms forward. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keep breathing deeply and try to press your heels into the mat. That will allow your legs to firm up and your pelvis to have a neutral position. On your next breath in, you reach your arms up to the sky and fold forward, pushing your palms back into the mat. Take a long step backward with your left leg for Anjana Asana. Now press the left knee into the mat along with the top of the left foot. The sole of the right foot presses into the mat and the pelvis tucks under while the arms reach up. Come back down by framing your right foot with your hands and just switching the legs. So now we're pressing the right knee and the top of the right foot into the mat, as well as the sole of the left foot, and tucking the pelvis under, reaching the arms up to the sky, gaze to the hands. Breathe deep. We come down by framing the left foot with our hands and stepping back into downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of the mat and roll up slow. Reach your arms all the way up and fold back all the way down. Now once again, you're going to step the left foot back for Anjana Asana on the right side. This time we're going to build a little heat by pulling your arms down into little goalie arms. So reach all the way up and then pull down as though you were doing a pull-up. And now we're just switching legs to do the same thing on the other side. So breathe in and stretch the arms all the way up. Breathe out and pull the elbows down and out. All right, now frame the foot and come up to a forward fold. Now we're going to turn on our mats to face the long edge. Spread your legs wide, take a deep breath in and out, and bring your arms out for star pose. We take a second here just to feel the ground underneath our feet and press the heels into the mat. Bring your hands to the sides and hinge at the hip to tip your body forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Place your palms on the mat and let your head hang. Don't push or pull anything. Just slowly let your lower back slowly uncrumple on its own timeline. Now we're going to move into warriors, and we do this by simply bending the right knee and turning the right foot to face the front of the mat. Reach the arms up, gaze toward the hand, and breathe deep. Push the left heel into the mat and rotate the pelvis so that the hips are in line with the front edge of the mat. If that means that the left foot will be parallel to the right foot, that is a-okay. This is early in the morning and we're letting the body do what it needs to do and be where it is today. To come out of this pose, we simply stand up, do a little turn, and do the same pose on the other side. Push down through your right heel, push down through your left heel, and allow the back leg to get strong and long while the arms stretch up and the gaze is toward the hands. Pelvis should be tucked under, and keep an eye on your left knee. Push it out a little so it doesn't go in toward the midline too much. For Warrior 2, we simply open up the arms and try to think about really pushing through the back heel and pushing equally through the back arm so that you can consider your body in two parts and you're pulling and pushing equally in both directions. Once again, be mindful of that knee. It really tends to go in toward the midline. To come out, we simply switch sides and we now do the Warrior 2 on the other side. Breathe deep. Now frame your right foot with your hands and push yourself back to child's pose. We're going to be breathing in child's pose for a little bit before we go back to the warriors. Look up and start moving back into the warriors. We move straight into Warrior 1, pushing our heels into the mat, keeping our legs strong, tucking our pelvis, and looking up toward the hands. And now we switch sides for Warrior 1 on the other side. Take a peek down at that knee, make sure it's not fallen in toward the midline. Now we open up the arms for Warrior 2, look over the front hand, and try to just be in the moment be with the breath. Take a deep breath in and move over to the other side for Warrior 2. And you're done with the standing postures, so frame your front foot and move yourself back into child's pose. Breathe deep here and just let your body integrate the warriors that we just did. It may not seem like a lot, but for a body that's just woken up, it's actually something that needs to be honored. So breathe slowly in and out and just let yourself relax. You can start coming up by simply sitting straight up and then crossing your heels over each other and sitting back down on your butt. Stretch your legs out in front of you, and if you, like me, have extra padding, move that out of the way and start stretching your arms up overhead, then fold forward, hinging at the hips. If you can't reach the feet, that's fine, just grab onto the legs wherever you can reach. Think much more about going forward from the hips rather than trying to go down or pulling yourself downward in any way. Don't do that. Just let the body unfold in its own time, going forward from the hips. Sit up and turn your palms so that your fingertips are facing the back of the mat. Place your palms at an angle behind you and lean back, stretching out your arms. Really push into your palms and stretch your arms. That way you can feel an opening in the chest. Lean your head back. Breathe deep and keep your eyes closed. We're beginning to wind everything down now. Blink your eyes open and start to come forward a little bit on the mat. And then you just lie down on your back. Bring your knees into your chest and give them a little squeeze, and then let them fall over to the left side for a supine twist. Make a cactus arm with your right arm and place it behind you, making sure the shoulder still touches the ground, and you can turn your head and face the right hand as well. Now just relax and feel that yummy opening in the hip. Okay, you can come through center and move to the other side. So let your legs fall over to the right side. Bring your left arm into a cactus shape and gaze toward the left hand while just feeling that stretch in the outer hip. Now we're going to move into a happy baby. So come back to center and try to grab onto your legs or to your shins, whichever makes sense for you. Keep your legs bent and just make whatever movement feel good to you this specific morning. You can even try to stretch your legs while still holding on to your feet, just to feel what that feels like. And now we just let go. We just let our bodies rest into the mat. We don't do anything more. Let everything you just did settle into the body. You don't need to go anywhere or do anything the next few minutes. The day hasn't started yet. This moment is just yours. Rest here. When you're ready, take a deep breath. Let it bring you back slowly. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start to blink your eyes open. You can take your hands and feel the edges of your body, where you begin and end. This is very good to start the day, just to know the boundaries of you. Feel your face and touch the top of your head. Stretch your arms up overhead and roll yourself up to sitting. Thank you so much for joining me for practice this morning. You started this day for yourself and with yourself, and that matters. Namaste.